Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody tuning in for the first time, and not the last time, I hope, to something interesting, a sort of revampization of a previously enjoyed, especially by me, blog called Midnight Mumble. So, you guys are probably wondering, what in the world is Midnight Mumble Podcast Edition? Well, it's kind of what it is. It's me vlogging without the web camera, but it's not going to always be like that. Maybe eventually, when I do get a web camera, I will, have the web camera. I might do some live ones where you guys can come, ask questions, interact, and everything. But right now, because of work schedules being so chaotic and no vacation time right now, I've decided that this is how it's gonna go. There's so much to catch up on. And it's weird that I'm not talking to a video camera doing this. But, number one, besides this really cool thing, is I've got internet. I've had internet for about, 2 months now, I think? And I feel really bad for not telling you guys, but about the time that I got the internet was a month after I got my new phone, and I tried to do a vlog with it, but the front view camera, the way that the microphone is angled, I guess, it just sounds really, really weird, and I didn't like it at all. And it's really hard to do the front camera, the back camera, whenever you don't know how it's going to be angled and such, and usually they don't work out as well because you can't constantly hold it, make sure it's at the point that it needs to be. So I just didn't do it, and yeah. So that's also what's been going on with the manga collection, in case you guys have been wondering. That's why. That and the room that it's in is beyond livable in a way, because it's really, really hot, and my window unit can only hold so much cool air in so many rooms, and that is just never ever going to be one of them. So by the time the weather does cool down, I hope to finish off the manga collection, hopefully. Secondly, I think it's secondly, could be thirdly, or maybe it's fourthly. I will be answering questions during these sessions, so if you guys want to, feel free to leave a question down in the comment section below, before, during, while you're listening to this, and no, there's not going to be any video, just the picture, so you guys can do whatever you want to do. You won't have to watch the video, you could just listen to the sound of my wonderful voice, because I haven't had any sleep in quite a while, but I needed to get this up just in case. I did take a little cat nap before work, so the problem with doing these podcasts is my mind will definitely wander, but that's the wonders of Midnight Mumble. I will probably have a topic, or 3 or 4, however many I want to make these long. I don't want to make them too long, because that's just really time consuming for me. It's time consuming for you, because then, an hour-long podcast, when am I going to have time to listen to that, right? So maybe about 30 minutes tops. So it's going to be a short podcast edition, unless, I feel like we should expand or make it longer. It's basically, the first episode is the trial episode. We see what works, what doesn't work, and we fix it. It's kind of like a beta, almost. Not quite. Speaking of beta, though, video games! I'm going to refrain talking too much about video games, because I talk a lot about video games on my gaming channel and on my Twitch during live streams, so I will refrain for the most part, but then that doesn't leave an awful lot sometimes, because sometimes all I do is play video games. That's just what happens, is I play video games. So topics will be sporadic, chaotic, hopefully not too much though, otherwise everybody's gonna be like, well, what are you gonna talk about this week? Well, I'm going to try to make sure that the topics go in the title so you know, or at least have a general idea of what's going on. So, what have I been up to? Well, I've been up to quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. Mostly with just the live streams for my Minecraft, and I've been doing some Burnout Paradise on the computer during the live streams, and then I finally dabbled in modded Minecraft, which has turned out to be quite fun and quite chaotic as well, because there's so much in each mod pack. There's just so much for you to learn, to play with, to do, to explore. I mean, anybody who's tried out modded Minecraft for the first time, you know what I mean. The first time you hit that biomes of plenty, and then you're like, oh my goodness, all these biomes to explore, to roam around and have fun with. All these different mod packs that have, you know, some of the same, some not the same. Some are more survival oriented, some are more creative building, and some are just techie. So it's quite fun to mess with that. Another game that I finally played, not as recent as Minecraft and Burnout Paradise for the PC, is Goat Simulator. That's right, Goat Simulator. I did buy it, and I did play it, and it's one of those games where I see why everybody plays it, but they don't play it too much. Because it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things where you're bored and you're like, I don't really want to think too much, so Goat Simulator. And it's really cool that they added new DLCs, and the DLCs are free. You don't have to pay for it, which is really nice. Because, you know, nothing like having to pay for a DLC, right? Kind of annoying, unless you really like the game and, you know, you have money for the DLCs. I remember those days. It's really hard to think of something to talk about for 30 minutes. So, first episode may not be as long as I thought it would be. I figured I would just sit in front of my microphone and be like, blah, 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 blah. What's new with you? This is what's new with me. And then I realize all I do is eat, sleep, game, and work. Mostly the latter. Mostly the latter. So, yeah. Speaking of work, I don't know. It's just one of those things. You get tired of it. You need something new. Because it just gets on your nerves a little bit. And a little bit more every month. And I don't know. It's iffy. It's depressing almost. Kinda. A little. Really don't want to go to work anymore. Which is not good. Because, you know, I need to. For the money to survive, to pay bills. It's a really vicious cycle. It's like you need to do it. But you get really irritated about it sometimes. So it's about high time I found another job. So hopefully I will be able to find something that lets me have the weekends off. Then I could do these on Saturdays and not Sundays. So we'll see. We'll see. Because work schedule's always changing. You never know. The only thing that stays the same is Mondays and Thursday nights. Monday is actually Monday morning. So, yeah. Gotta do my technology stuff. In case you guys didn't know, I'm in charge of our movie theaters, projections, our computers, and whatnot. I'm the technology assistant. So that's pretty cool. It's something that I ended up gaining because the previous one, he didn't time manage very well, unfortunately. He's a really cool guy, but I don't know. I feel bad that he's my backup. It's kind of like, oh, you're not good enough, so she's going to take over for you, and you have to work under her. But it's not really, because we don't have time to just dedicate every shift to that one thing, unfortunately, which I wish I could, but I can't. So deal with it, right? Yeah, I know. Gosh. If I do these live, I'm gonna either have to figure out how to do it on YouTube live, so it just saves it after I'm done, or I do it on my Twitch. Because usually if things stay the same, which I don't think they will, I usually stream Sunday afternoon, which leaves the evening to either a second stream, or now it could be the Midnight Mumble podcast edition, which is just me talking to a microphone and you enjoying and listening and giving a little feedback in between. So I hope everybody enjoys this. If not, then I'll just do it for myself every so often, because sometimes you just gotta talk to yourself and then not talk to yourself, but talk to other people too. Because if you talk to yourself too much, you do it out loud in public and everybody gives you like this look like, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm talking to myself. Who are you talking to? And they're like, what? And then you turn around and you're like, yep, talking to myself. So as I mentioned before, these I'm hoping will stay on Sunday nights at 11:59 p.m. So almost midnight. I may switch it to Saturday because school's coming back in session, so most people probably won't be up at midnight, but it'll give them something to listen to in the morning when they're like, I gotta go to work, or I gotta go to school. And they can be like, oh, look, Kamikaze Strawberry just uploaded a Midnight Mumble. It's been quite a while since I've uploaded a vlog. I checked. It's been 2 months. And as I said, there was a reason why. So that's been all explained. Work has kept me from doing some of it. And then the live streams have given me a sort of escape fun hobby to do that I really enjoy. That's going better than I thought. I've hit 100 followers on both my Twitch and subscribers on my YouTube for the gaming, and it's really awesome. I didn't think it would hit off as well as it did, so it's like, yay, because it's really fun, and it's even more fun when you have a few more people. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I hit like over 1,000. It'll be like, whoa. I might do like a 12-hour stream then. I don't know if I can handle that. I'd have to have a day off and then the next day off as well, or at least have the morning off so I could sleep in. I don't know. It'd be crazy, but it'd be fun. Crazy and fun. I would take breaks. Of course I'd take breaks. I can't stare at a computer screen that long. That'd be bad. Speaking of transition of slight thing that's relevant. Relevant's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, I haven't slept. Words are not my priority right now. Staying awake is, so I could talk to you with words that sometimes make sense and sometimes don't. Yep. But I'm getting new glasses. I'm just waiting on the phone call for them to say, hey, your glasses are ready. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get them. With my luck, they'll be ready while I'm at work. And I'll be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go down the road and I'm gonna go pick up my new glasses. And they're gonna be like, oh, okay. Because, you know, we're not gonna be that busy during the weekdays anymore with school back in session, which is nice. So I thought about having pictures slides showing throughout the entire thing, but then that means that you'll probably glance at it or you'll be paying attention to the video, and I just basically want something that you could listen to without having to watch it, hence why I didn't do a vlog instead of the podcast. I know listening to just me will be boring, so I will attempt to see if I can get anybody to, you know, sometimes show up and then we do like an episode together. It'd be really cool, I think, because then the conversation can continue to roll and madness will ensue, fun, chaos, stuff like that. We'll see. There will be questions and answers. You guys can leave your questions and answers on any of the episodes, and I will get to them. Try to keep it on recent ones, though. That way it's easier for me to see which ones I have and haven't gotten to. And it's a better chance of your question getting answered if you leave it on the most recent and not the first one. So it makes it easier for me, and it makes it better for you, because then your question can get answered. So I know everybody's favorite topic is going to be anime and manga, because that's what this channel was built on, was anime and manga, and randomness, random fun times, and Zaku and King Bunny, whose voices I'm completely and totally out of practice with. So if they ever do show up somehow magically, who knows, it'll probably be a while so I can listen to the old episodes and try to get back in the groove of the little duo, troublemakers as they are. But as for anime and manga right now, I haven't had time to read any manga. I haven't really wanted to read any manga. I have, however, wanted to watch one of the animes I have, but I just haven't haven't found time to do it, so I haven't done it yet. And I'm not sure which ones to watch either, because there's so many of them that I haven't finished, and some of them that I have that I kind of want to rewatch because it's been so long, like Death Note. Death Note was the last one that I attempted to rewatch, besides Lucky Star, since I finally bought the Lucky Star OVA. Oh my goodness, I know, right? So I don't know, it was interesting, because it's been a year, maybe 2 years since I've last seen Death Note, and it was still really good when I started rewatching it. But then I didn't have time, and then I wanted to watch something else, so it's just one of those things where I have to be in the mood for it before I actually do watch it. So I'm going to leave it on that note. Not a very long episode, because it's the trial episode, it's the beta, it's the first of, not the last, of a series that I hope you guys will enjoy, that I hope to have fun with, because it's something new, doesn't take a lot of time and effort, so I should be able to do it weekly, not daily. Probably, no, I won't have time to do it daily, unless I make them like 3 minutes long. And even then, that's not much to talk about anything, really. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your feedback and your questions and any suggestions, tidbits, tips, whatever. Stuff you'd like to see, stuff you don't want to see, stuff you think is really cool, whatever. The moon, the stars, the weather. We could talk about the weather. Really hot. Don't like it. Can't wait for winter. Yep. So, thanks guys for watching. And I will hopefully see y'all in the next episode next week. Woo!